The Recipe for Success, A Tale of Two Bakers. In the vibrant heart of a small town in Jharkhand, two childhood best friends, Khushi and Mahima, shared a dream that smelled like cinnamon and sugar. Khushi was a natural in the kitchen, her hands always dusted with flour as she whipped up the fluffiest cakes. Mahima, on the other hand, had a sharp eye for numbers and a warm smile that could win over any customer. Together they pooled their life savings to open Sweet Delights, a cozy bakery that promised to be the town's favorite spot. The early days were a whirlwind of success. From sunrise to sunset, the aroma of fresh bread drew crowds. Khushi stayed in the back, perfecting her recipes, while Mahima managed the front counter, keeping the accounts in a neat leather ledger. They were so happy and busy that they never thought about the legal side of things. "We're best friends," they told themselves. "We don't need a formal contract. Our friendship is our bond." As the months rolled by, the honeymoon phase faded. Khushi, the creative soul, wanted to experiment with expensive exotic ingredients and expand the menu to include artisanal macarons. Mahima, however, looked at the ledgers and saw that their simple tea cakes were the real moneymakers. She worried that Khushi's new ideas would drain their capital. Tension began to simmer, like a pot left too long on the stove. The simmering tension finally boiled over one busy Saturday afternoon. A heated argument erupted over a large order of expensive ingredients Khushi had purchased without asking. "You're stifling my creativity," Khushi cried. "And you're going to bankrupt us," Mahima retorted. In the heat of the moment, the unthinkable happened. Mahima threw her hands up and shouted, "If this is how it's going to be, I want out of this business." Suddenly, the reality of their situation hit them like a cold rain. They didn't have a partnership deed, the legal document that governs a business partnership. Because they had relied only on friendship, they had no written rules on how to split the assets, how to value Mahima's share, or how a partner could even leave. The legal nightmare began. Without a deed, the law assumed everything was 50-50, but Mahima had invested more time in sales, while Khushi had provided all the expensive equipment. The bakery began to suffer. With the owners constantly arguing or giving each other the silent treatment, the quality of the cakes dropped and orders were missed. Loyal customers noticed the change in atmosphere. A regular customer named Mrs. Anjali, a kind teacher, looked disappointed when her favorite muffins were burnt. The vibrant Sweet Delights was losing its charm, and the business was on the brink of collapse. Realizing they were about to lose both their business and their friendship, Khushi and Mahima decided to call a truce. They reached out to Mr. Alok, a professional business consultant who specialized in helping small enterprises. They met him in his quiet, organized office. "Friendship is a great foundation," he told them gently after hearing their struggle, "but a partnership deed is the walls and the roof that protect it from the storm." Mr. Alok explained the essentials of the document. A partnership deed would clearly define their profit-sharing ratios, their specific roles, Khushi as head of production, Mahima as head of operations, and how decisions would be made. Most importantly, it would include an exit strategy and a dispute resolution clause. He showed them a draft printed on a formal India non-judicial stamp paper, just like the official ones used across the country. After many honest conversations, the deed was finalized. They agreed on a profit-sharing ratio that accounted for their different contributions and set a weekly meeting to discuss new recipes and costs. As they both signed the document, a huge weight was lifted off their shoulders. They weren't just friends anymore. They were professional partners who respected each other's boundaries and expertise. Sweet Delights flourished once again. With clear roles and a legal safety net, Khushi felt free to innovate within a set budget, and Mahima felt secure in the business's financial health. They learned that a partnership deed isn't a sign of mistrust. It's the highest form of respect for a partner. Their friendship was saved, and their bakery became the most successful business in Jharkhand, all because they chose to build it on a solid legal foundation.